and welcome to episode 75 of the Cat Lady Podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, craft all the things. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and if you're new, thanks for checking me out. I'm primarily a fiber fun podcast, knitting, spinning, crochet, even like prepping raw fleece and stuff like that. Primarily this time of year, it's mostly knitting because, you know, Christmas is coming, so there's gift knitting and all that other stuff. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in and welcome. You can find me on the interwebs as the Cat Lady, again 2 T's, on Instagram, and there's a Facebook group, the Cat Lady Podcast, as well as a Ravelry group, the Cat Lady Podcast group. And yeah, on Ravelry is where I have show notes and giveaways occasionally. So come join the Ravelry group. If you introduce yourself, I'll say hi to you on the podcast. So check that out. And yeah, again, these last few episodes have been pretty short because it's been really busy. So I have some very monogamous knitting going on. So it's the same projects and the same old, but that's okay. So it's been a couple weeks since I have recorded, since last week was just crazy with Thanksgiving and the kids were home. So that is that. So podcast news, I have talked to the retreat owner and have booked the dates of June 22nd through 24th, and that is a Friday through Sunday. And if you are interested in attending this retreat, it's in northern Oakland County, Oxford, Michigan. And it is, there's more information in the Ravelry group, but the initial deposit that's due is $60, and you can mail in a check to the woman in charge. Just send me a message on Ravelry or Instagram or anywhere for more details, and I can tell you if you, it's limited to 12 spaces, so technically 11 spaces since I will be there. So it's first come, first serve, and I know I have a few people already raring to go, so I will keep you posted on the number of slots available, and yeah, this should be fun. It's kind of weird to be planning it now since it's December, but that's okay. Her spaces book up rather quick, and it's good to plan in advance. And I only need a few deposits to hold the space, and then so if anyone wants to come but needs to wait a little bit to send in their deposit, that is fine as long as I get 2 or 3 deposits in right now to hold the date. And of course I will send in my deposit, so really I just need 2 or 3 people to hold the date, and then we're good. And technically we can run the retreat with, ideally to do the full frills, tongue twister, I need 6 people, I believe is what she said, and full frills is she will cook for us, which is awesome. I've been to one of the retreats and she's a really good cook, so she will cook Friday dinner, Saturday breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then Sunday brunch. She also includes all beverages and snacks, regular beverages. If you would like to bring adult beverages, more than welcome. I will definitely be bringing some wine or something. So that's it. So that's it for the retreat, and that's all that I got for podcast news, really. So yeah, if you want to come knit and eat and chill, then in June in a nice little relaxed retreat, please let me know. So on to knitting, and yeah, I'm working on Christmas socks. But I am almost done with Christmas socks. So currently I'm on David's socks, which means if you watched me last time, I'm finished with Emily's socks, but we'll talk about that later. So here's sock 1 for David. And yeah, I'm pretty much almost done with this. I'm going to try it on his foot and probably just need to do the ribbing. I kind of stopped here because I thought that would be a good spot to stop. This is the Happy Feet in the Jewel Mix colorway. And if you are new, I have made these socks. I've made a pair of socks for each member of the family. So I started with my husband's, mine, which have some problems that need to be fixed, but they're done-ish. Emily's, my daughter, and now David's, my son. So almost one sock done. And yeah, I saved the smallest for last so that I could just, you know, I'm going to work from largest to smallest. I started this in September. I said September was Jim's, October was mine, November was going to be the kids. And so yeah, I'm doing pretty good. So ideally, if I finish by the end of the week, I will have reached my goal. So I'm pretty happy about that. And is living in my Chasing Acorns bag. I love this bag. Seriously, this is I need to rotate some more bags because you guys always see this bag, but I love this bag. It's the Star Wars bag. It's just got a nice sturdy cord. I don't really unsnap the bottom, but I could because it's kind of a cool idea. But so far, if it was a larger project, probably it'd make it a little more roomier. So that's it for, oh, I do have it, okay. I'm also working on some fingerless mitts, and it is the Maine morning mitts. I haven't started the second pair, but I have made one pair, so I will show you that in finished objects. So I'm just mentioning that I will be doing a second pair of the Maine morning mitts for teacher gifts, and I might end up doing a third pair for the karate teacher. So, but I have Emily's teacher, David's teacher for school, and then maybe I'll do a pair for the karate teacher if I get them done. But they were very quick. I think I did a pair in a weekend. Pretty sure I started them on, I either started them on Friday or Saturday, and I finished a pair by Sunday. So it was literally like a one day per mitt, something like that. So they were very quick. So that was perfect for a quick Christmas present. So I will show you that in 1 minute. So, but going on my list for my finished objects, I have Emily's socks. So again, these are the Happy Feet in the Jewel Mix. Tube socks, 3x1 rib. They're actually a little too big. I tried to make them snug, but boy, the ribbing just really stretches. I can fit these on my feet. So if Emily does not wear them, I can get my little family Christmas picture, have her wear them for Christmas, and then I can have them as shorty socks, shorty tube socks, because I can actually get them on my feet. So, because they stretch so much. But if she does wear them and she likes them, then they will fit her for a long time. They will fit her forever because her feet will probably not be much bigger than mine. So we'll see. Obviously they'll wear out before then, and they are tube socks, so. But I'm happy to be done with those, so. I made them a lot bigger than I thought, like longer. But again, that's good for growth. So maybe one day she'll actually, maybe she'll end the phase of feeling weird about her socks and she'll wear them, so. And then I finished a pair of the mitts. It's hard mitting for other people's hands. My hands are very long. I might have made these a little too long in the thumb, and I think they're right in the hand part. So for me, I would probably make them a little longer, but I know the teacher's hand, they're a little shorter, so they probably, but even this size isn't too bad. I mean, as long as your fingers can freely move around. But the thumb might be a row or two too long, so the next pair I will probably cut it down. I did write notes on what I did. All my notes are on Ravelry. But again, these are the Maine Morning Mitts by Clara Parks. Really simple 2x2 ribbed. Oh yeah, these are just, I mean, seriously, these were so simple and nice looking. Because I wanted some, I don't like the standard fingerless mitts that have the ribbing on the bottom and the ribbing on the top. Because I think when it's done and it's all stockinette in the middle, they just look funky. They just look funky not on. And I know that's silly, but I want it to look nice when they open the package. So I think these just look nicer off the hand, and they're nice and stretchy. So again, for hand size, they'll fit my kind of skinny hand, but they'll also continue to stretch to fit a slightly larger hand if needed. So, and this is just using acrylic Vanna's Choice in the charcoal gray. I thought I would be able to squeak 2 bears out of 1 ball, but it looks like I'm only going to be able to get a pair and a half. And I think I have some extra in my stash, so I'm going to see if the color is close enough as far as the dye lots, if they look close enough so I can squeak the second glove out of. Yeah, I got this left. It should be enough for one more mitt. And hopefully I have enough left in stash so I don't have to buy another one, but I might still have to buy another ball to, maybe I'll just buy another ball, because if I do a third pair for the karate teacher, then that'll be perfect amount. I'll get the 2 and the 1 and the 1, as long as the die lot looks similar enough. I should have bought 2, but I thought 1 would be enough. And this is in my bag that I made of the Northern Lights fabric. This is the fabric that Jen had gotten from Alaska, and I made her a bag, and I made me a bag. I really like this bag too. I do like, the box bottom bags are cute and they stand up, but I don't know, there's something about the little pouch bags I really like. And I love the green pull cord. It just looks nice with the colors. So I thought turned out really nice. And that's it. And that's crazy but again, I'm trying to, these things have deadlines. So, these need to be done by Christmas, before Christmas, because, the teacher gifts I need to give like the week before Christmas. Same with karate, because karate studio closes and everything. So yes, and so that's it for knitting. As far as needle adjacent upcoming, I know the Canadian Knitter is doing the mini skein, or the blanket square minis, knit along for Advent. I haven't touched my mini blankets, my blanket square blanket, since last Advent, pretty much. I did all the 24 squares for Advent, and I think I might have done it all the way till like January. And then I fizzled out and was done. So a good month of it, and then I was done. So I will pull that out again. So once I get all these done, this is all the required knitting that needs to be done, then I can work on my blanket. And I haven't worked on my blanket, and that's a perfect, just since it's so busy for the holidays, it's just a perfect little quick, just do a square a day project. I have some yarn I bought for a hat as well, so I might work on a hat, but we'll see. I'd like to make a hat for my husband. He wants black, which I will do for him. Knitting black is challenging. You really need a lot of light, ideally during the day. It's not really nighttime knitting with dim lights, so. But he just wants a very bare bones, basic, you know, ribbed edge stockinette, so that'll be a quick knit. If I get some of that Vanna's Choice worsted in the black, I'll knit for pretty fast. So on to spinning. So I finished I don't have anything current. Nothing's on the wheel right now because again I'm monogamously knitting. But after, I might do that too. So after I start my mini square blanket, maybe I'll get something on either the eel wheel or the spinning wheel, the traditional. So I'm not sure yet. I got my kit for my eel wheel. So back in May, we got the eel wheel. It was a Kickstarter, and there was some wear and tear on the plastic, like it was leaving dents in the plastic parts. So he worked all summer and all, well, you know, last 6-7 months or whatever to fix it. And so he sent out a kit with like aluminum based parts, or I don't know, I'm not sure what they're made out of, but they're obviously not going to wear and tear. And I attempted a sample on there, and I attempted a sample of my giant alpaca bat. And wow, I can't spin alpaca. So I apparently did not put enough twist in it because it kept breaking, and I'm like, okay, is it the wheel parts? Like, but you know, I'm trying to pull the stuff that made it onto the bobbin, and it's just shredding, and I'm like, oh. Okay, so I tried something else on the wheel, just some random fiber I had gotten for working Maker Faire. It was just this big ball of rainbow colored stuff. Don't know what it is. And that worked fine. That went on there okay. So maybe I'll just work on that rainbow and just to get a feel with the new parts of the wheel, because it's not something I'm super attached to and worried about messing up or anything. I'll just make it some funky yarn, whatever. But now I'm afraid of the alpaca bat. So I'm going to try a sample on it's a giant bat. It was super cheap, and this was the purpose of it, buying it, so I could test it out because I've never spun pure alpaca. But apparently it needs a lot more. It needs more twist, but you can't put too much twist, or then it's all like funky. So I'm a little nervous about that. But I need to maybe try it on the traditional and see how that goes. Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but again, I got a large bat to practice, so maybe by the time I'm finished with it, hopefully I'll have a handle on it. But I finished my odds and ends, so I was doing the Into the World odds and ends, which were an assortment of like 1/4 ounce little fluff batlings, whatever you want to call them. And I've been showing them as we've been going along, so here are the ones that are left to show off. So we got, this one's another like silky one. I really like the gray and yellow. And then we got green and blue. Some dark jewel tones. Some like teal and burgundy. I know these are coming out probably a little blurry, but you get the idea. And if you go to my Ravelry page for underhand spun, I have a picture of all of these. And then we got a green, yellow, blue. So in total, here are all of them. So it's 4 ounces of yarn, essentially, here. And we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 little minis. For the most part, they color coordinate. There's a, really the one that sticks out to me is this one. It's like a weird pastel-y one, but the rest of them are all mostly darker jewel tones. A lot of them have blue in it. So, but I'm thinking if I took a solid color, so maybe white, I'm almost thinking, I have to look at the pattern, but for The Love of Rainbows by Mina Phillips, I know that requires like striping of typically a rainbow colors, but I wonder if this would work, if it would just be a striped shawl. But I don't know if I have enough of each color to do a full stripe, probably not. So I might need to do like a wrap more, like maybe on the bias, just a diagonal wrap, and I can do like white and then a stripe, white and then a stripe, and then do that just so I know each row is the same amount. Not that these are all the same amount either, but they're pretty close. But I think if I was doing a shawl that started out small and went big, like even a simple triangle or crescent, by the time I got to the rows that are really long at the end, I think I would run out. So I think it needs to be something that's going to stay the same throughout. So if it was a bias-shaped, rectangular, I guess parallelogram wrap, that each stripe would be the same length, that might work. So maybe I'll have to write a pattern, which I still have like a pile of ideas that I need to work on. So hopefully by next year, or even maybe in December when I'm finally slowing down, I can work on some of my pattern ideas. Let's see if I can get these back in the bag. And that's all I got. So it's only been like 20 minutes. So I knew this would be a short episode, but I knew I had to record because it's been so long. So that's all I got for crafty. Oh, stash. So I didn't bring it because it wasn't really that exciting. But I bought the Vanna's Choice in the charcoal, so you saw that, for the mitts. And I also bought the Line brand Hometown USA. I believe it was. I think so. To double check, but just in black. And I was going to make a slouchy beanie. Again, I was maybe considering writing up a pattern for that. I have a slouchy beanie that I really like. It's pink with similar yarn. I think it's with Thick and Quick or something. Woolies. Or maybe that one's with Hometown USA. I don't remember. But in a bag of minis. It's cute. Looks cute in there. But yeah, I think it's the Hometown USA, but it's just a bulky yarn that should be enough for hat. I've made a pink hat in very similar yarn, and it's my favorite hat. It just has like a ribbed edge, and it has like a yarn over pattern in there, so it's like a mesh almost, but it sits kind of like in the back and the slouchy, and I don't know, every other hat I've ever tried to make for myself just never looks right, so that one is my favorite. But it's pink, and it's actually a few years old, so I think it's time for an upgrade. Nothing wrong with pink, but I mean, I have a black coat. I'd like it to be, I'd like a black hat to just be neutral. And since it's black, a patterning isn't going to show well, so maybe I'll just make it stockinette. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that, but that's on the agenda for soon. So that's it for stash. I do have some upcoming stash for Christmas. I already purchased my Christmas presents, but I will save them for the episode after Christmas when I show off my Christmas stash. I bought some yarn, so I'm excited for that. And I can't touch it and I can't open it until after Christmas, or until Christmas. So, life in review. We're in the midst of the holiday chaos. We had a very busy weekend for Thanksgiving. Fun, kids were off school from Wednesday through Sunday, so that was okay. I mean, it's a lot. It's stressful when they're home because I'm used to them being at school, but it's nice to have them around and didn't have to set the alarm for the morning. Just kind of got to lounge around in my PJs, and so yeah, not too bad. Doing pretty well this year. Last year was really bad. Last year was a really bad year. I had so many health things going on. I mean, I'm still not eating the best and taking care of myself as good as I should be, but I'm not like sick as a dog like I was last year. And like the podcast went to went on hiatus for a while. I was on a hiatus from karate. I have skipped a lot of karate the last couple weeks because it's just, there's been conferences, there's been just, I'm tired and just blah, blah, blah. I am going tonight though. So I will be back at it tonight. And they're actually closed over Christmas too, so that'll be a nice little break too. But yeah, it's been, I feel a lot better this year than I did last year. The podcast is doing a lot better this year, and so yeah, things are good. We went to Jim's parents for Thanksgiving this year, which was nice. She always does a really good job with entertaining, you know, the beautiful table decorations and lots of good food, and yeah, everything was good. So we saw all the family, and kids got to play with their cousins, and yeah, everyone had a good time. And then Friday was my dad's birthday, so we went, me and the kids took him out to lunch, him and his girlfriend, so that was fun. And then Saturday we saw my mom and some of my extended family, and we went out to dinner, and then afterwards we went to the Wayne County Light Fest, which is a drive-through light show. They have like, you know, like the wire-framed lights that are set up like trees and snowflakes, and they had bears and penguins and all sorts of things, and they were animated, so it looked like things were waving and bears jumping, and the kids' favorite was like this dinosaur that was supposed to be bending down to look like it's eating, but the lights were out for the last one, so then it was like bend down, no head, back up. So it looked like it was missing its head at the end, so the kids thought that was hilarious. And then there was a penguin jumping into water, and they thought that was funny. So of course they think the broken ones are funny. So we did that, and then, oh, when was it, Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday. The first day they had off school, we met up with some friends from karate so Emily used to go to a different school when we were redistricted this year. So last year it was the girl where we went to school. That friend also goes to karate, so we see him at karate all the time. But we went and met with the mom and two kids, her two kids, which they both go to karate with my kids. And we went to the mall, and we walked through Bass Pro Shops, and they have a bunch of Christmas stuff, and they have like little like crossbow display and a kinetic sand thing, so the kids got to play. And then we went and saw Santa there. It wasn't our official Santa visit. We didn't get pictures or anything, but they had a kind of cool setup at the mall. They each got to make this little card. It was like an ID card with their name on it, and then they'd scan it, and little things would come up on screens that said their name. And then there was like a little place that looked like it was snowing, which, yeah, they're all rolling around the ground, so like all this fake snow was all in their hair and stuff. But then they got to actually sit and talk with Santa. Of course, we couldn't take pictures because we were just visiting, but it was cute. They got to see Santa and talk and tell him what they wanted for Christmas. So we are not set to visit Santa officially, like to get our photos and blah blah blah, until December 12th, because it's literally been a tradition every single year since Emily's been born to go see Santa with Jim's parents. So it's been really nice. It's been a really fun tradition. So for now, we're on year 7 of doing this, 8, probably year 8, I would say, of seeing Santa at the mall, at the other mall. There's a few malls nearby, so so we're gonna go see Santa in a couple weeks, so that'll be fun. Sunday of this weekend, so after the busy Thursday, Friday, Saturday of doing stuff, Sunday we just kind of vegged out, did a couple errands, but pretty much laid low, so that was nice. But yesterday, oh my gosh, so yesterday, I don't know what it was, but I woke up and I just was so tired. And the kids, I had to wake the kids up, which usually I don't have to do, so everyone was just tired. Like everything just caught up. So I took the kids to the bus, and I came back home, and I went back to bed. I was just done. I couldn't function. So I went back to bed and got up at like 10, and it felt really nice. So this morning I woke up, I was tired, but I didn't feel like I needed to go back to bed. So I ran some errands today, and here I am finally recording my podcast. So I'm glad to get that out of the way. And now that I chit-chatted for a good like 10 minutes, I think I'll wrap it up. So like I said, I'm going to start my Advent blanket this Friday, and hopefully I'll finish up the socks by the weekend and work on the fingerless mitts too. It's nice to alternate like the sock and the mitts because I'm getting really tired of knitting these socks because this is the 4th pair of socks in this yarn, so I was like, need some variety. And those mitts are like instant gratification for sure, so highly recommend that pattern. Maybe I'll get something on the wheel. Maybe I'll practice some alpaca. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I might wait till the new year. Maybe I'll just put something I know. Maybe some of my new lavender sheep that I got in October. Maybe I'll do something, just something I know that'll go smooth. So that's all I got. I hope everyone has had a good couple weeks. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Schedule wise, you know, there may not be a lot to share next week, so I might do another bi-weekly. Not until the new year starts and I kind of have more free time for just crafting, and I really want to get to sewing again. I actually had coffee with a friend today, and we were talking sewing and stuff, and I just really want to start sewing. And I had another friend text me too that she wants to purchase a sewing machine and learn how to sew, and I'm like, I want to get back into the sewing. So hopefully over Christmas break, maybe I'll make some bags and I don't know, work on some. I like to make her pajama pants, you know, some silly things like that. So I bought a craftsy class, or I got a craftsy class for free like a year ago for pajama pants, and I still haven't watched it. I have the pattern. They mailed you a pattern. I got that, so maybe I'll try that. I got Joanne gift card for a class. So I just want to sew. I want to start sewing stuff. So again, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a good week or two, and I hope you get to craft all the things. I will definitely record before Christmas. I'll get one more in before Christmas, maybe. I think that sounds about right. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So I hope you all have a wonderful time, have a wonderful week, and are getting all your holiday stuff out of the way. Don't stress too much. I know it's hard not to, but I'm thankful for Amazon because we have done so much Amazon purchasing. We are pretty much done with our Christmas shopping, so still have a few odds and ends here and there, but overall we're pretty much wrapped up. So everyone take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.